today on 15 on 15.
We have highlights from the first day of the Green Aruba Where Europe Meets America's conference. Plus, in today's lifestyle segment, learn about how when you are consuming soda, you are drinking away your youth. And the first phase of the solar park project is complete. Results are meeting expectations. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. After much anticipation, the Green Aruba Where Europe Meets the Americas conference is underway. Partners of both spectrums addressed necessary points in order to further both progresses along. Prime Minister Mike Eamon opened the GAEMA conference. He explains why Aruba can be a sustainable island nation.
We can become 100% sustainable because we have more than 4,000 sun hours on this small island. We have more than 8,000 wind hours, constant, strong wind hours on this island. Just looking at these natural forces and the energy it can produce makes it very clear for all of us that technically it must be possible for an island with an abundance of this natural energy to become fully sustainable by 2020.
While Aruba works on being 100% sustainable, the private sector on the island can transition in becoming a hub to maximize business opportunities with the growing Latin American region.
An island that is so close to emerging markets, growing economies in South America, in Central America, and the Caribbean. An island where the population speak the language of the region. An island that has young professionals that understand the trade culture of the region. An island that has historical ties with the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and with Europe. Positioned so close to these emerging markets, with its relationship with the Kingdom of the Netherlands, where there is so much know-how and technology in areas that are so necessary in demand in Central and South America.
Prime Minister Eamon says Aruba's community needs ambitions and visions like these to look forward to in the future.
In a community, our citizens look up to business leaders, to community leaders, to government leaders, to take the time to reflect not on today, but reflect on where we have to be tomorrow. They count on us to do this reflection and lead them towards that new future. And we need to do it with daring, with courage, with cleverness, in order to form the coalition and the partners that we need to make this transition.
During the GA-EMA conference, Utilities Yentl Lieuw, Webb, and Almar brought up Aruba's dependency on fuel oil. The utilities company have made and continues to make efforts to reduce fuel oil usage.
This graph is a very important graph. It shows the fuel oil price, the red line, has been increasing from 2005 to 2014. 2005 was $36 a barrel. Today, nowadays around 100. Drops a little bit, but the average is around 100. What have we been doing as a company? We have been reducing our consumption while producing more power and water. That's the blue line. So we have been decreasing our consumption from 6,200 to approximately 3,005, 2007. That's what we did in the last 8 years.
Representatives from the Utilities Yentl Lieuw, Almar, and Webb say there is still more to be done.
This is the future, the next 4 years. There are several projects there where we aim to reduce another 1,000 barrels a day by 2018. So we'll reach about 2,500 barrels a day and producing probably a little bit more power and water, because there will be new economics development. At the same time, you will have new users like electrical buses, electrical cars. So it will be a higher demand on our development. This will total to a 60% reduction of fuel oil.
And on that note, we will be right back. Stay with us. Check out this calculator app after the break that does all the work for you, even if it is an algebra question. Thanks for staying tuned to 15 on 15. Drinking sodas is making you old. If regular soda is part of your diet, new science says you may be drinking away your youth. Sodas aren't healthy for you. That is a fact, but who knew it can age you? In a new study, researchers assessed more than 5,000 adults' consumption of sugar-sweetened sodas, fruit juice, and diet soda over 24 hours. Then they compared the adults' telomeres chromosome components that naturally shorten as you get older and are used to estimate your biological age and risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and some cancers. Results for a variety of factors found that for every daily 8-ounce serving of regular non-diet soda consumed, people had shorter telomeres. To put a number on it, if you drink a standard serving size of regular soda per day, your biological age could be 4.6 years older than that of non-soda drinkers. To put things into further perspective for you, smoking also shortens telomeres just as much. This is not to say that diet soda is healthy, but none of the other drinks in the study were significantly associated with shorter telomeres. Only regular soda was. For those on a fitness binge, probably wants to know the answer to this question. Do potatoes really prevent weight loss? Potatoes have a bad reputation for one reason and one reason alone, and that is their high glycemic index. But new research shows that you can eat foods with high glycemic index, even potatoes, and still lose weight. Previous research suggests that potatoes' high fiber content could certainly play a role here. One medium-sized potato contains 4.7 grams of filling fiber. Plus, since a potato packs a mere 110 calories, if you prepare them in a healthy way, they can be a low-calorie and nutrient-packed addition to just about any meal. A single potato contains 620 grams of potassium, which is more than a banana. It also has 45% of your daily vitamin C needs and zero fat, sodium, and cholesterol. So even if you are trying to lose weight, don't get rid of potatoes altogether from your diet. And moving forward, math is hard for many of us. High school students would know this well. But long and behold, I'm about to show you an app that allows students to sleep through math class and still be a math whiz. The textbook. A math textbook is filled with equations waiting for you to solve them. Cue in Photomath. Photomath is just an app you can download onto your smartphone. When you point your camera's phone at a mathematical equation, the app solves it for you, even if it's relatively complex algebra. The app even gives you an itemized list of the steps it took to come to the solution. So all you kids out there can pretty much throw away your calculators and upgrade to this app, which will literally do all the work for you. Let's take a quick break. Here's what's coming up next. When we return, the solar park project is an investment of more than $10 million. Find out its progress on energy production next. A year and a half ago, a contract was signed between PFIX, Elmar, Aruba Airport Authority, and the government to convert the airport's parking lot into a solar park. Fast forward to today, Phase 1 is done, and the energy it is able to produce already is meeting expectations. The construction work being done on the parking lot of the airport has caused disruption and inconveniences for rental car companies, airport workers, and others visiting the facility. With that said, the project is progressing rapidly and showing results.
We made a contract to build a 3.6 megawatt peak solar car parking. That means that we make a car parking like you see here, and we use the roof as a solar roof. This brings about 7 million kilowatt hour on production per year. And Elma is distributing this power, and we do this for a period of 25 years. That means that we are writing off the whole subject, the whole project in 25 years, and it's a project of over $10 million.
Clearing the paperwork for the solar park project is what took the most time. The actual construction process for Phase 1 was finished within a 6-month period. The fences will be taken down so the rental car companies can use the space again for parking. All the necessary equipment and material are already on the island for Phase 2 to begin, which will take another few months. The completion of Phase 1 meets timeline and expectation.
It's the biggest premises, the biggest project from this kind on solar in the Caribbean, but even far outside of the Caribbean. So it will have a lot of intention, and it's a nice coincidence that this week here is the Green Conference, and that just this first part started to produce. And we can say after 2.5 day production, we are very satisfied. It gives us what we expected. It's too early to be satisfied for the long term. We have to follow it. We can follow it by internet. And we can see how it's producing. We can see if there's any disturbance, so we can correct the installation if necessary.
There are other places on the island where a solar park of this magnitude can be built. Fons says they are able to make adjustments according to space and capability of an area.
We are looking for other places. It must be places which are, let's say, safe and nice to be there. It must be not a place where people don't like it to have it there. That means there are places very near industry, for example. But it can be also with supermarkets or other places where they can use this kind of installations. In the free field, we are not building like here, 4.5 meter high. In that case, we are building it 2 meters high. So normally you don't see it, and I think we have the capacity to make a big investment again.
That is all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow night, so we will see you then.